Alright. Welcome to Storytime with Uncle Punky. Once again, I am Uncle Punky. So glad you could join me again. And with me, well, I would say as always, but he wasn't here last week. Roger, are you here?
I'm here. I've made it.
Roger's here.
Nick of time.
Hey, everybody.
Just made it.
Roger made it. It literally was the nick of time. You were kind of pushing it and making me nervous.
That's what I'm here for.
You're a man about town. He's busy. He's got things going on.
People, places to do.
That's right. I assumed, because I know you, we're friends, that you would have been at Tardy's.
Not yet.
They're having a big sale today, so here we are live. Just so everybody knows,
At some point.
Tardy's is having a big sale.
Gigantic.
Just go see them anytime, just because they're delightful people to begin with. But the fact is that if you need purchases for comic book natures, that's the place to go. And he's having a sale. Actually, I think Comic Signal over on Plainfield has something going on too.
Celebrating 3-year anniversary today.
We haven't talked much about them. Maybe we'll have to get them in here.
Yeah.
They're great. They're always on
fantastic.
Fox 17 in the mornings, and they're all over the place. And they really love to push their faces on stuff.
Do.
So I would have no problems. And it's an awesome store.
Happy 3-year anniversary to the Comic Signal.
Happy
and,
3-year anniversary.
Happy
to Comic
big sale
Signal.
to Tardy's.
And big sale to Tardy's. And then also Vault of Midnight is still an excellent, stylish
They
shop
still
downtown.
exist,
It's
yeah.
right down in Monroe Center. It's a gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous building. It's one of those cool downtown places.
Stuff is cool,
It's hip. You can get your comics and nerd out with some like-minded people, and it's really nice. So we have a few places in town. Make sure and go visit them all and go make some purchases. It's the weekend. What else you got going on? You're going to be snowed in.
Yeah, snow bomb, wind bomb.
For something like that. It's going
Wind
to be
bomb.
deadly winds, and then Sunday is going to just be a mess. If you're in Michigan. For my friends in Florida, you suck.
Yeah,
That's pretty much
you.
the bottom line. Yeah, granted, you get, hurricanes. All right. But we're getting beaten up here, just so you know. Did you notice?
I did love it.
We made, the wife and I, made some Gizmonic hoodies, Mr. P. Dillinger.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I posted the photos on Twitter and on Facebook. Some cool. I want to do Mystery Science. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go with that, obviously, because here I am the shirt.
That works.
It goes well together. But I wanted to do a series of like the red
and
the
all
blue.
3 hosts.
All 3 hosts. Yeah, the patch for that.
Love
and
that.
then I have a nice Gizmonic tag on the back. But
Cool.
I'm not gonna show you guys that. But yeah, we worked out a couple. I posted on Twitter the pictures, and the new host Jonah Ray commented and liked it.
Awesome.
Joel Hodgson, the creator of Mystery Science Theater, chimed in and said that he thought it was chill and relaxed.
So
I'm
cool.
like, it was
so cool.
It was very cool. So maybe we'll start marketing those. Maybe we're gonna start doing it. Why not?
In Joel's words, oh, that's so cool.
Yes, he's so quick and rapid. What you got into something over the weekend? What'd you do?
Last weekend I was
You
at,
weren't with us, obviously.
Yeah, I was at Blood Bash.
I had to try to call somebody, and you were blood bashing.
I was blood bashing.
Okay, out of context, it sounds weird.
Yeah. Blood Bash is a small horror-con film festival in Jackson, Michigan.
Oh, nice.
So I went down with our friends Tardy's with Gavin and
Never heard
Deanna.
of them. Any big time celebrities there?
No celebrities. No,
Oh, it was
just vendors. A lot of
Really?
art vendors.
Really?
And
Is
then
that
the film
typical
festival.
for like a? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Local stuff or just?
A lot of
film
local stuff.
festival?
A lot of Michigan
Okay.
stuff. But
Awesome.
yeah, it was a good time. Fun place.
We have a lot of good filmmakers in town.
We have a
Of course,
ton.
I know one personally. Which remember, likes and shares once we hit 200 on YouTube. By the way, Meat Puppets, his short.
Puppets.
Speaking of horror films and the like, but it was a good time.
And which actually Meat Puppets will tie in a future show with Meat Puppets actually showed at a Trauma Dance event.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so excited for next week. We'll talk about next week towards the end of the show. But as always, we want you to share and subscribe. As I mentioned, we'll give you the Meat Puppets after 200. And we just appreciate your patronage to our little pop culture talk show.
We love our friends.
We do love our friends. And it's good to be able to have some friends, and even people that we don't know, we've become really good friends with. Motu Joe is fantastic, him and his family.
And speaking of that, and you did the shirt, Motu Joe just released a set of shirts.
He just released shirts, yeah.
That we might know who did those.
There's a
We
guy.
might know the designer.
There's a guy named Roger. He's a local artist. Our good friend Roger. He did some Captain Marvel shirts, which I actually, I shared that on the. I shared that link. Of course, support you.
Yeah,
You're helping support me do this.
The movie comes out in 2 weeks.
The movie comes out in 2 weeks. You'll be prepped. You'll have nice new gear
you
to
get
go.
a Captain Marvel or a Kree.
Yeah, which I like that
like the
green.
Kree.
I think my wife would dig the green. She's big on green. And which, as you know, Captain Marvel. We'll discuss that a little bit later on because that is probably
props
the
to our
most
friends, Retro Rags. Then
Retro Rags,
Retro
of
Rags
course,
Limited,
and of course Julie and Tim who filled in for you last week. He did a great job. So
awesome.
we're making new friends.
I watched. It was good.
I'm glad you did, because we're going to get more new friends in. Like I said, we'll talk about next week's show. I'm pretty excited about. A lot of other people are excited too. So, but first, the births. The ever-important births of pop culture to us. Things that may be important to you or I. Maybe not. Well, unless you want to send like a Twitter birthday card to somebody. I guess you could probably do that. Most celebrities are accepting on Twitter. On the 17th, 1954, Renee Russo, American actress. She's been in, so she was Frisia. Most recently in the Thor series of movies, Thor's mom, before she bit it by an elf. 1962, Lou Diamond Phillips, American actor and director, and it's still killing me. We watched something he showed up in, and it was just hilarious. Like a more recent Lou Diamond Phillips, and he looks great. But
I gotta pull up IMDb
Young Guns,
to see where he showed
Bats.
what
was the other one?
La Bamba.
La Bamba. That was the biggest one. He was Richie Valens, who was incorporated into recently when the Day of the Music died. Richie Valens was part of that plane
weeks
crash.
ago,
Yep, a couple weeks ago. 1963. Well, it wasn't in the 1950s, but a few weeks ago.
The anniversary.
You guys can follow, I'm sure. I had a long night last night. We'll talk off air. 1963, Larry the Cable Guy, American comedian. He's actually coming back around. I think he's coming to town, one of the many casinos. Also the voice of Mater in the Cars movies.
That's the most important to me.
Honestly, yeah. I heard when they first came around, their Southern comedy tours with Jeff Fox, I thought it was funny. It was funny back then. Now it's just running sports.
The shtick is run thin.
It really has, but he's still in that. He's still that character. I don't even think that's even a character.
Oh, it's totally a character.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't want to think so. I don't want to believe it. 1963, one of the greatest basketball players of our generation.
Of any generation.
Of any generation. Well, now it's in highly disputed, but I don't care about all that stuff.
He's
what
still
anybody
one
else
of the
says.
tops.
He is
still one of the best.
One of the best. Michael Jordan. He tried baseball for a little while.
Yeah,
remember that?
Not so great.
Popped up on, of course, his acting career in
Space Jam.
Right. So mad props for that one.
You can't blame anyone for getting upstaged by Bugs.
And by the way, that website is still up from 1996. Exactly the same from 1996.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Did
fun.
you hear about the Captain Marvel? Did I talk to you about Captain Marvel website?
Yeah, they got that retro
Yeah, if you want to
website.
check out a website for Captain Marvel, it's straight AOL. You got to wait for the dial-up server and all that, and then you'll get to it. 1965, he who shall not be named, American director and producer. I'll say his name just so people know who I'm talking about. But after this,
we speak
production
it no
staff,
more.
after this, we speak this name no more.
Hey, I told you a long time ago, you don't have to say them all.
Michael Bay. He was born.
Moving on.
Thanks. 1970. Dominic Purcell, who I like a lot better than Michael Bay. He has been in all kinds of things. He was in Blade.
Yep.
He was there's a crocodile movie. It was based on the true stories about Gustav. And Orlando Jones, Dominic Purcell was in it, and I can't think of the name of it, but it is Primeval. That's what it was.
Yep.
Great movie. It's like one of those direct DVD, but it's a good crocodile movie. And if you actually look up the crocodile and videos, he's big. I mean, I know it's Hollywood and the CGI, but the actual pictures of this thing is big. That's a big dinosaur. That's all that is. 1974, one of the O'Connell brothers, Jerry. Sliders fame. American actor, director, and producer. He's been in all kinds of things, really. I mean, I grew to like him. I dig him. He's okay. He's no Charlie O'Connell, but
who is?
On the 18th, 1898. We went farther back last week. I didn't tell you. Oh yeah, our farthest back. What was that? The 1600s, 1500s? Galileo.
Oh,
Galileo. Way beat out some of the other ones we talked about.
You know, important to pop culture, if nothing more for being a Queen reference.
Exactly. It's relevant. 1898, Enzo Ferrari, Italian race car driver and businessman, founded the Ferrari, which were the 80s.
Well, we wouldn't have anywhere the level of cool on Miami Vice or Magnum PI without Ferraris.
Without Ferraris. They were it was an iconic 80s sports car. That and a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Those were your two big ones. The Countach. 1919.
That just sounds stupid.
It does. Jack Palance. Yes. That's his whole acting career right there. Born in 1919, and he looked like it. American boxer, actor, did one-arm push-ups on stage at the Oscars for City Slickers. He came up.
City Slickers, yeah.
Dude, he was the man
everywhere, but he was. He was kind of the epitome of cool, though.
Most recently, I watched Riff Tracks. The guys from Mystery Science Theater who do the Riff Tracks. It was on Angel's Revenge.
Okay.
Which is about all these women of the 70s.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
It's
he
very
was-
stereotypical, and it is very inappropriate.
he was definitely a go-to staple in the
and
grindhouse
he was,
era.
he was the
So-
bad guy, drug dealer. God, that's hard to breathe. That's hard to do.
Oh yeah.
Hurts my chest. I'm old. 1950. John Hughes, director, producer, screenwriter, gave us.
He
the
gave us our
80s.
childhoods.
He gave us high
So
school.
much of our
He gave us
high
high
school,
school in the 80s. That's what you strived it to be. I wanted every prom to be like that. Every homecoming dance.
16 Candles is still a go-to for me, and I'll
Yeah.
watch and laugh out loud.
I wanted to be that nerdy guy who, all of a sudden, luck would have it. Everybody wants to be your friend, and then you're popular. And
that was you.
it was most definitely was not.
Oh, okay.
Well, the nerd part was, and the ever striving for the affection of my peers and everyone else. Did not happen until recently. Look at me now.
Woo!
I'm a flush in friends. 1950, relevant to last week. 80s action.
80s
Because
action.
she's incorporated in some of my favorites from the 80s. Moonlighting.
Yeah,
She's
Moonlighting.
Sybil Shepherd, who was on the roast, who did a devastating job on Bruce Willis.
Good for her.
It was dynamite. She was a singer. She got a lovely voice.
Oh, yeah,
I remember she crooned a few things. And, I heard her in the 80s. She might have sung a duet with Bruce Willis. Oh, we still gotta.
we should
It
go.
reminds me, we gotta play some Return to Bruno at one point during the intermission. People need it. 1954.
No one needs that.
John Travolta.
Oh, he is staying
I
alive.
gotta strike the post. That's the post.
Yep.
I think I threw it on my shoulder.
Face off.
Came back with Nicolas Cage, where they swap faces but not acting abilities. And then Grease, of course, one of my favorites. My 14-year-old
Pulp
daughter,
Fiction.
she loves it. Pulp Fiction.
Pulp
was
Fiction
the
is the be-all,
resurgence.
end-all, right?
And
The
that was
response-
where
yeah.
everybody's like, "Hey, John Travolta's still
John
cool."
Travolta's back. Yeah.
Yeah, he is. It was pretty dope. 1957, most famous for I
turning
guess
letters.
turning letters and not getting carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
She looks the same, a little bit older.
Little
There's
older,
a
but-
hint of older to her.
But aged well.
Vanna White.
Yeah.
From Wheel of Fortune, which my cousin was on with a soap opera star, one of those team up ones. I don't know
Really?
if she won anything, but she was on it. My cousin Kelly. 1964, Matt Dillon, actor and director. Something About Mary, The Outsiders.
Outsiders. Again.
I mean, that's that. We all had to read the book in high school.
Yep.
They showed the movie. I
And
remember
after
they wheel
you
in
read
the
the
car.
book, yep.
Yep, and that was a good movie. That was great.
It
Nice
was.
greaser flick.
Oh my god, and everyone that was in it.
Yeah,
There was some
Patrick
high-
Swayze, Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, they're high profile.
C. Thomas
actors.
Howell. Who?
Ralph Macchio.
Yeah, Ralph Macchio, and he was just a little shit.
Did you say Swayze?
Oh yeah, I said
Oh, yeah.
Swayze, of course.
Roadhouse.
Nobody put Swayze in a corner. 1968. Okay, I was gonna do a terrible. Too soon. It's too soon. I'm not
It's
gonna do that
okay.
joke. 1968. Molly Ringwald goes hand in hand with Mr. John Hughes.
Oh yeah, and
Um,
16 Candles.
And 16
Love
Candles. Yep. She still looks
She still looks good.
pretty much the same. She does
Yeah.
look good for like Cyndi Lauper. Cyndi Lauper
Oh,
looks great for her
I
age too.
adore Cyndi Lauper.
And what was who sang Oh Mickey? Oh Mickey.
Tony Basil.
Tony Basil. I saw some video of her still dancing. She looks great too, and she's like
Yeah.
60.
And she
That's
was
amazing.
in all kinds of bad B movies. She was in
Yeah.
Easy Rider,
Yeah, she was. Yeah, I went and
And-
looked up her IMDb to see if she was actually
like
in.
Valley of the Giants or some really
Yeah,
cheesy
Yeah,
bad.
that is a
movie,
good
yeah.
one. Love that one. The 1940s, Smokey Robinson
Oh,
of the
what a
Miracles,
voice.
singer-songwriter from the Motown generation. I was raised on some Smokey Robinson. We live in the Detroit area. My mom had all these vinyl and 45s.
And
A lot of Smokey Robinson.
you
old
can't live in
Miracles,
Detroit and not
Supreme.
have Motown records
You
in your
can't.
collection.
I
now.
think they give you the boot. You get the eviction. They're like out of town by sundown. 1943, Homer Hickam, American author and engineer. That's all I know about Homer Hickam. What did he do?
Yeah.
What-
October Sky was his bio.
October
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Sky
October
with Jake
Sky.
Gyllenhaal was his biopic. Gosh,
Okay.
about a rocket, space,
Yeah.
something. Yeah, thank
Living
you.
in this little hick town, Virginia,
Oh,
when
okay.
Sputnik was launched.
All right.
Gotcha.
See, we all learned something here.
It's educational.
It is educational. 1955, Jeff Daniels, actor and playwright. Fantastic Jeff Daniels,
love
comedy
Jeff.
or otherwise.
Yeah.
I mean, he does a great job. 1957, it's coming up a lot like Micro Machines, and I swear, if I can find a Falco Micro Machine,
I'm
if
all
anybody
about
can,
it.
maybe Tim can,
Ooh, customize those
he
Falco
can
micro
customize
machines.
customize me a Falco Micro, like a nice Amadeus on the hood.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you.
Oh, I love me some Falco.
Austrian singer-songwriter, rapper, and musician. For those of you that didn't know, he died in 1998, but most famously for Rock Me Amadeus.
Yeah.
1963, Seal, English singer-songwriter. Kissed by a Rose.
Close Ties to the Batman.
Close Ties. One of the very unfortunate Batmans.
Yes, but
Let's just get that out there. 1966, Justine Bateman, sister to Justin Bateman.
Justin Bateman.
She's fantastic. But of
Family
course,
Ties.
she was on Family Ties as the sister.
And I'm not going to lie, it was the 80s. I had a crush on her.
I did too.
I had a huge
I was
crush on
talking
her.
with our producer about that. We went and had lunch the other day, and I'm like, yeah, I had a thing for her back in the day. She was the hot sister.
She was the hot sister.
Mhm.
She was a little bit of a bad girl, but she
had
was
some
also
sassiness
very,
to
like...
her. Yeah, she was a well-rounded.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she still looks good today. She still looks the same,
absolutely
actually. 1967, Benicio del Toro, Puerto Rican-American actor, director, and producer, has done some fantastic things.
I think he's greatly underrated.
His work, he is underrated. Well, I think some people feel that he's overrated at the same time. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, those people
just
are
think
wrong.
he's... But they are wrong, because he just did that, like, that children's scary stories to tell
Yeah.
the children, and they keep with the artwork and the terrifyingness of it.
The Wolfman.
The Wolfman.
Oh, so good.
Hellboy.
And how can we...
Pan's Labyrinth.
No, you're thinking the wrong Del Toro.
Oh, I am. I'm not thinking of the actor. Where did I go? Wolfman. Of course, the Collector.
But yeah.
Oh my God.
But we've gotta
really
go with
wish- Go ahead.
Reservoir Dogs.
Yes.
Or,
Yes.
no. Usual Suspects. Sorry, Usual
Yes.
Suspects.
Oh my God.
And he had the weird accent that he actually just made up.
Okay,
for
we
that.
don't edit anymore. I'm gonna clarify this to the audience. We stopped editing. We're just one taking it all the time, because we Rain's World style. There's really guerrilla talk shows is what we're doing. And I drank a lot last night, so we're functioning at about a 3, maybe a 4.
Well,
Bear with us.
I'm giving you an excuse. There are 2 notable Del Toros,
There are,
Benicio
and they're big
Guillermo.
right now. Yeah, exactly. And how can I forget Guillermo though? It's just a simple mistake.
It is
and I'm an idiot.
unforgivable.
Forget.
There will be penance later.
Moving on. 2004, Millie Bobby Brown, English actress and model.
God, how can you not love her?
Stranger Things
Strange
was
11
a phenomenon,
is
and
the
she was
coolest.
great.
Yeah.
The new Godzilla coming out, she gets
She's
a
in
starring
that,
role,
yes.
and that's great. I can't even express
She
my
is
enthusiasm for this new
single-handedly
Godzilla.
responsible for the resurgence of egos.
It's true. Yeah, you're welcome, Ego. On the 20th, 1927, Sidney Poitier,
Oh,
Bahamian, Bahamian.
he's from the Bahamas.
He's from the Bahamas, director and diplomat, Sidney Poitier.
Oh,
1954, Patty Hearst, actress and author. Unfortunate links to the Manson family.
the Symbian Liberation Army. She was kidnapped and then robbed banks.
Yeah, man, know your cults.
What
She was
do you
the
mean?
heiress to the Hearst fortune.
All right.
William Randolph Hearst's granddaughter.
See, I told you it's not my day. All right, I'm gonna sit out. Roger's in charge.
No,
for the rest
you
of this
gotta
show.
you gotta do the next one.
Oh my God. Okay, in 1960, on the 20th, one of the greatest men alive. Actually, he is one of the most humble people in any interview, and he's great. His stand-up was not good. He's been friends with Jerry Seinfeld forever. Joel Hodgson,
Love him.
creator of Mystery Science Theater 3000.
I got to see him live last year. So happy.
I remember when you posted that.
Mm.
I wanted to go so bad, that live show. Oh,
The
it's
live.
so good. But like I mentioned, Twitter, they give it to their fans and they chat. I mean, it's
They're interacting and
absolutely
involved.
amazing.
That's great.
One of my all-time heroes. 1964, the opposite spectrum of my heroes. French Stewart and his squinty face.
Oh, I love
Where it
Third
looks like
Rock.
he's-
and
Third
he
Rock
made
was
Third
good.
Rock for me.
I'm a big fan of John Lithgow when he's
Yeah.
being weird.
Oh, Lithgow can do
Anytime.
no wrong.
Absolutely.
No
Did you watch
wrong.
that Daddy's Home too?
Yeah.
Where he's like Will Ferrell's dad. That cracks me up. But still, and now he's in the new Pet Sematary.
Pet Sematary.
Yeah,
Judd?
yeah. That's
Which he
weird.
will nail.
I think so.
No problem.
Yeah. 1966, Cindy Crawford, model, businesswoman, I guess.
Everyone knows who
helped
Cindy
sell-
Crawford is.
She helped sell Diet Pepsi for a while. Didn't
Quite
she?
a while, yeah.
1967 this is an important not birth and death to me. An American singer-songwriter and guitarist, Kurt Cobain. He was born and he died in 94. That hit hard to me. Still a fan to this day. Love the Bleach album. A lot of the B-sides, live stuff. I mean, that energy is still just, it's outstanding. And it got me through the 90s. So
Well, there you
that
go.
was my high school. Yeah, in 1984, Trevor Noah, South African comedian, actor, and now television host of The Daily Show.
Yes.
How many more of these we got? A lot. Holy cow, there's a lot of birds. 1943, on the 21st, David Geffen, DreamWorks, Geffen Records, He gave us a lot of stuff. He gave us a whole lot of stuff, and he still is. 1946, C-3PO's birthday. Anthony Daniels, English actor and producer. 1946, he's actually behind Roger. Alan Rickman, one of our pop props from the Die Hard series, which we will be getting into because I don't know if I actually told people. Did we tell them what we're talking about?
No.
We might have.
Yeah.
We'll cover it again.
We won't.
Alan Rickman. It was his birthday, and unfortunately, he died in 2016. He was still an excellent bad guy.
Fantastic.
Voice,
everything.
just so,
yeah.
1953, William Peterson, American actor and producer. I loved him in CSI. That's what got me to watch CSI, and of course, he was in Manhunt.
Yes.
Which was one of the first of the
first adaptation
of
a Thomas Harris novel.
Right.
Second. Black Sunday was the first.
I think that was the first, but he was in that Manhunt, which was
first.
Loosely connected to the series of
the Hannibal Lecter
series.
Manhunt was actually a bastardized version of Red Dragon, which was the first book.
Right.
The best book in the series, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh yeah.
And then they remade Red Dragon as Red Dragon, and it's my favorite of the Hannibal Lecter films.
It is an excellent.
Hands down, my favorite of the films.
I like a lot of the Silence of the Lambs series. I mean, those movies there's enough violence, and it's got a lot of deep story, and just it's twisted, but it's
the last two got a little out there, but but you know, Anthony Hopkins, I'll still watch him. I still have him.
I'll watch him do anything. Yeah, he's just weird enough. 1955, Kelsey Grammer, American actor, singer, and producer.
Frasier,
right. And of course, he was Beast. I don't want to count that. He did a great job.
He was the perfect person for it. The
person for it. It just got. Well, he wore the suit the whole time. He was like,
it should have. Yeah.
A big class ring on. What are you doing? Are you in a university right now? 1958, Kim Coates, Canadian actor Kim Coates. Why do I know Kim Coates? I know that name. Rob?
Kim Coates.
Anyone? Nobody?
You don't know?
Oh,
no. She's famous. No.
Dude
moving
from,
on. 3.
Sons of Anarchy.
2. Oh.
Okay.
See, I didn't get too much. My wife and her friend, they watched a lot of the Sons of Anarchy. I think my mom's watched it. I watched a couple episodes. I mean, it's, Ron Perlman. I know Ron Perlman's in it.
I never got sucked into it.
Right.
So.
1962, Chuck Palahniuk. Novelist and journalist.
Good guy.
He is a good guy. A lot of people read his stuff. I know he's very popular. 1963, William Baldwin. What else can you say about him? Was that the Biodome Baldwin? Which William Baldwin was this? Which Baldwin is this? Which Baldwin are you?
Other than Alec,
yeah, really, they're just throwing in something and it's a Baldwin.
Well, which one was the backdraft of Baldwin? I think that was Billy.
There's Billy, Alec, William. There's too many. It's like
Larry, Curly, Mo Baldwin.
No.
There's a lot.
1979, Jennifer Love Hewitt, American actress and producer. From I Know What You Did Last Summer. I guess.
Yeah, we all love
1987, Ellen Page.
I adore Ellen Page.
She's great.
She's
fantastic. Tiny and adorable.
Yep.
And she's sassy, and she does some great movies. She did the Juno, right?
Juno. Fantastic.
She's
in
Kitty Pryde.
Academy now.
She's in Umbrella Academy.
Umbrella Academy.
She starred in Trailer Park Boys.
Trailer Park. Really?
Yeah. Those were sure.
She was in the X-Men movies. She was always.
Yeah, no, I mentioned that.
Kitty Pryde.
Still, again, Kelsey Grammer was in them too.
Yeah.
So was Hugh Jackman.
And then she had a movie called Hard Candy. If you ever find it, watch that.
That's a dark one.
That's dark.
It's like some entrapment or something.
Yeah, it's like it's reversed.
She takes revenge on something. Yeah, that one's so pretty dark. All right, 1996, Sophie Turner, English actress who is now the Jean Grey of the X-Men universe. A lot of X-Men born in the past week. 22nd, 1732, first president of the United States, George Washington. Famous from your dollar bills and quarters.
and crossing of the Delaware and chopping trees
and boats and such. One of the founders of our country.
Yeah.
Our government, as it is not now. It was better then. It's not so good now. 1857, Robert Baden-Powell, first Baron Baden-Powell, English general, co-founded the Scout Association.
Oh.
Boy Scouts of America. Well, which eventually became Boy Scouts of America. If you got a name like that, that didn't start here. Robert Kardashian, American lawyer and businessman, 1944. He was born from the O.J. Simpson trial.
He gave us the Kardashians.
He gave us the Kardashians for some reason. Actually, television gave us the Kardashians.
Yeah.
He created them. TV gave them to
TV
us.
can have them back.
Yes, they can. 1959, Kyle MacLachlan, American actor, Twin Peaks.
Kyle MacLachlan is
done a
I
wide
swear to God,
spectrum.
only employed in cult-based film or films that become cult
Sure.
movies.
Sure.
If
I can
he's
see
in it,
that.
it's going to become a cult film.
Yeah, Blue Velvet,
Blue Velvet, Dune.
Dune, yeah, which we're gonna talk about Dune a little bit later. Have you seen that cast?
Not yet. So I'm excited.
We're gonna talk about that cast. 1962. Unfortunately, we lost him way too early. Steve Irwin,
Steve Irwin.
zoologist, television host, the great, gave us Crikey.
Crikey,
look
yeah.
at that, Sheila. All that good stuff, and then of course Bindi, his daughter, continues the work. So does his son. His son looks just
Fantastic,
like him.
Yep.
Same outfit and everything, and his wife. It's great that they still continue that because he was awesome. 1964.
Four.
Ed Boon, video game designer, co-creator of Mortal Kombat.
Woo!
The ever-growing
Oh, we love
Mortal Kombat.
that. Finish him.
I like to yell Mortal Wombat. That'd be a great game.
Mortal Wombat.
Wombats.
Was
a bunch
starring
of
Steve Irwin
Starring
because
Steve
it's a
Irwin.
wombat.
The big finishing boss is a stingray. All right, now we're getting into dark territory.
Yeah, move on.
1968, Jerry Ryan, American model and actress, known for wearing a shiny silver outfit on one of the Star Treks. I don't know
Voyager.
which one. Which one?
Voyager.
Yeah. Star Trek's a Star Trek to me. 1975, I had a huge crush on her growing up in my life.
Yep.
Because we're roughly the same age. Drew Barrymore, American actress, director, and screenwriter. She's on that Santa Clarita Diet on
Santa
Netflix.
Clarita Diet, yep.
Which is good. She's a zombie. Her and her family just trying to keep it together.
From E.T. to Zombies.
From E.T. to
She's
Zombies.
done it
I
all.
mean, yeah, she really has done a lot of stuff, a lot of indie stuff, and a lot of produced her own things, and some roller derby stuff like that.
Yep,
so,
yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
so-
yeah, that was another
Whip it.
Ellen Page
Mhm.
film, yeah.
That's true. Yep.
And
Excellent.
Drew Barrymore
23rd, 1932. Majel Barrett, actress and producer from
Star Trek.
Star
The
Trek.
wife of
See,
Gene
again,
Roddenberry.
I'm not a Star Trek guy. This is.
Oh,
hard for
she
me.
was in.
Okay, I'm
Every
going to skip
iteration?
ahead because we have a lot of these, and we still got a lot of stuff to cover. Peter Fonda, 1940. Aziz Ansari, 1983.
Coming to town?
He is coming to town,
Coming
and
to
he's got
town
some show, Master of Nothing, I think, on Netflix
Yeah, yep.
or Amazon, and then of course Parks and Rec.
Oh,
hands
hands down.
one of my favorites. All right, is that the last of that list? That's the last of that list. Okay, excellent. We're going to move on to the International Toy Fair, which happened while you were away.
Yeah.
thought
And
maybe
even
you
though
were at it.
even though I was gone, I still watched. I
Even
was
though
still
you were
keeping
gone,
track.
you still kept track, as did I,
Oh.
because I saw a few highlights that popped up on Facebook of some things, and that's why we brought out a lot of the big guns. Okay, they found some exclusives at Walmart, actually. And Twinkie the Kid, you got some Star Wars pops, Spider-Man Noir, the Bandits from Home Alone. We brought in a lot of good stuff because the International Toy Fair is huge.
Oh, there's so many good
Or the New York
announcements
Toy
this
Fair,
year.
I'm sorry. There's International, I think that's in Nuremberg. We found out that was out in Nuremberg.
But it's not as good as the New York.
not as good as I don't think so.
No, it's,
This
it's
is
the,
a lot
it's
of
the B team.
This is the new stuff and all the hip happening stuff that's coming out. Is what you need to know. That's a good picture, actually. That's like right when you walk into the toy fair.
Someday.
Someday
I'll go.
Someday I want to go. I'm looking forward to it. That was at the Javits Center, New York. We weren't there, so these
No.
aren't. We found all this on the internet, by the way.
But we need to be there broadcasting live.
I think so.
I think by
in
next
time.
year we
So
can
as
do
long
it.
as everybody can help make that happen, we're gonna wind up there someday. So yeah, companies from everywhere, Hasbro, Mezco Toys, Super 7, which is one of my new favorites, which
Yep.
we're gonna discuss. Everything from Legos. Legos got a bunch of big new stuff coming on. Oh, look at it. It looks like an airplane hangar of just toys.
Airplane
I mean,
toys,
anybody who's gone,
it's the
anybody who's
best.
gone to a convention of any kind. I mean, it's aisles and it's booths and it's
Yeah.
aisles, but that
And this
looks
is
like
this is a trade show, so it's a little different than a
it is.
con.
It
for
is
sure, but
it's just kind of seeing where you're going to in the future. Oh, look at that! A nice Grandmaster, and that's that He-Man.
the movie He-Man.
Motu Joe was talking about.
They finally got the movie license.
He-Man that was running through.
And,
what's that one? Is that
Godzilla
the
on the
new
right.
Godzilla? Are those Mezco? I don't know who's doing the.
That's a mixture of.
That is a mix. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just some of the highlights
So
of
the
what we're
middle
out
looks like
there.
Grandmaster.
That is Grandmaster. That is Jeff
Grandmaster,
Goldblum.
and that is
How
Marvel
many
Legend.
action figures has he had now?
That is a Dolph Lundgren modeled
Yep.
version of it.
There has been a version of the Fly figure.
There's been the Fly. There's
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster.
I'm sure
Jurassic
there's
Park.
an Ian Malcolm one somewhere.
There's definitely Ian Malcolm.
The
It
funny
looks
thing with
ridiculous.
the Ian Malcolm figures, though, is that they just look like generic figures. They didn't look like the characters.
like Nedry.
Yeah, they weren't dressed like the
Nedry's
characters.
not a big guy in a Hawaiian
No,
shirt. That's not
no.
how that goes.
They were all in action poses. Yeah.
I was excited about a lot of these because there's a lot of throwback ones that they came out with.
Oh,
this
it was
year.
totally a retro year.
It was a retro year. Karate Kid.
Coming out from a big resurgence in the
A
past
big
2 years.
resurgence because of that Cobra Kai show
Kai,
that
yep.
was on YouTube.
Yep.
I think it was YouTube that they came out with, in which it reunited and it rekindled the rivalry, and I thought that was way awesome. But the toys are looking really, really, really good.
Yeah.
NECA's got a bunch coming out, which
Spin the NECA.
I think we need to tell
Golden
my
Girls.
wife's nephew. Golden Girls action figures. Look at Blanche out there waving to the crowd. That does not look like Betty White from this angle. Not even a young Betty White. That's kind of terrifying. B.
Yeah.
Arthur, you can't do no wrong. However,
She's shorter than that?
I really want B. Arthur from the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you could get a Jedi robe and just throw it on her.
Just throw it on her.
You could have the same effect.
And you have a mod figure at the same
And
time.
you have a mod figure.
Oh.
These are terrifyingly
You know what? They
gorgeous.
keep coming out with new Predators, and
They
they
look
keep
like
looking.
they're wearing camouflage.
They keep looking
Oh
better
my
and better.
Gosh, look at those. This
That's
is
a-
NECA too.
That's a deep rabbit hole, but God, Predator figures are awesome.
The alien figures are awesome too.
They are,
But this
but-
is just so highly. I mean, the art. I mean, McFarlane really changed
They changed
the
the
playing
game.
field. And when those
Totally.
guys, what were their names? The Four Horsemen or whatever, that were like sculptors for McFarlane, went off to go do other stuff, and they went up to these other companies. Is that Shredder? Oh, now that's nice. Now they got a big resurgence on a lot of the Ninja Turtles. They went back to like the cartoon design from the 80s. Like I said, a big resurgence and stuff.
They
Like
did.
the Transformers are getting their reboot. Actually, I heard that the Bumblebee movie
Is the
is the
reboot.
reboot
Yep.
to the Transformers universe, which
Good.
is great
Good.
because they all look like they're supposed to, and I'm not angry about Michael Bay.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win
it's
for
all the things we
everyone involved.
wanted
Yeah,
from the
in your
Transformers.
childhood. But yeah, of course you got to throw in a foot soldier.
Yeah.
If you really want to complete your set
But-
and your collection, you need like 100 of them.
Like these though, I love when they take something like the Turtles that were
Right.
hyper stylized,
Right.
and then they bring it to a completely, or
Right.
not a complete, but a much more realistic, grounded
Yeah.
feel.
'Cause
Oh,
it's
so
not
cool.
hard to do. I actually saw
It's so
there was a Ninja Turtle figure that had it looked like an actual turtle. Like it
Oh,
almost
okay.
had like a turtle face. It wasn't like the original drawing ones. It looked like a turtle. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
Oh,
Bebop and
Bebop
Rocksteady.
and Rocksteady.
And they went back to the 1980s Bebop and Rocksteady. More articulation, but they look great. They look
They
just like
they
the
look like
cartoon
the
did.
originals. That's cool.
Mhm.
And there's gonna be a few more things coming up
And actually,
that are gonna be going back to the retro feel, which I'm so happy
which
about.
we're about to talk about, which would be Super 7.
Super 7.
Super 7 is super.
Oh,
They did the Masters of the Universe line, the movie line, and a nice Conan the Barbarian figure. And
that Conan is great.
And that's like the
from
King
Marvel.
Conan. Is that
Yep.
the Marvel?
That's the Marvel.
Okay, I didn't know if that was from like the magazine Conan series that they had too.
Which
Because I know
which
it
was
was it
produced
like
by Marvel.
EC or something?
No, Marvel's the one that actually picked it up.
I
There
thought
were
there
the
was
pulps.
another one like with a bunch of Frazetta art that used to come around that was
Yeah.
like strictly like mag. I didn't think that was affiliated with Marvel, but I'm excited about this one,
I'm super excited about
especially
this
for
one.
next week.
I'm gonna have this one for
Toxic
sure.
Crusader.
Oh, and they went
Actually,
to
it's-
exactly to the
the-
toy line like the Toxic Crusaders
They did.
were.
It is the original toy line, except still no tutu on the Toxic Avenger.
No,
Where's his
but
tutu?
Not on.
It's important.
Not in Crusaders.
I don't even see a mop in his hand. I'm still excited. Do you see Ren Hoke's face on the
Yeah,
side
I
over
do.
there?
Yeah, Ren's almost as happy as
Oh
we
no!
are.
Yeah, right. He's
Uh,
beaming like we are. Yeah,
Hey,
there we
There we
are.
are. Ren's simple.
Stimpy, Ren. I think they got some prototypes up there
Yep.
of some stuff. Is that?
No, their faces are interchangeable and stuff.
Oh, it's like a
interchangeable
Mr.
faces.
Potato Heads.
That's great.
Those are dynamite.
Yep.
That is awesome. It looks like a little booger
You know-
on the ground down there.
Oh, the booger goblins.
and
And there's a bag of Gritty Kitty
there's
back
Gritty
there.
Kitty and that weird stench.
Oh, and then
death
the
odor. That is awesome.
the fart. Yeah.
Those are great. So people know.
God, I love that show.
So
It's
our
so
audience
it's so
knows.
important to who I
This
am.
is how you know we improv. We haven't seen any of these.
No,
We've seen
we are
some
simply
stuff
reacting.
online. Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay. This is the epitome of resurgence. Not only is the style of the figures Teen
The-
Wolf,
and
Breakin'.
not Breakin' 2, Electric
Electric
Boogaloo.
Boogaloo, the first Breakin'.
Breakin'.
Those are amazing.
Those are
Super
great.
7 does these lines of figures. They have Misfits. They got a Slayer figure. I think they got some Iron Maiden.
It
Alien,
It all started
the
out from
movie.
Alien because Kenner had Alien
Yep.
3 3/4 figures they're gonna make.
Yeah.
Scrapped it when they realized, oh, we can't do an R-rated film for kids.
Right.
Reaction brought those molds back, and that's
that's
why
good.
that's why we have this whole resurgence.
Yeah. Super
Oh,
7 reaction figures. look them up. Go buy them wherever you
Buy
can.
them in
because
droves. They're all great.
I mean,
there've been Buffy. There've been
they have the Rocky
everything.
4 with Ivan
Yeah.
Drago,
Yep.
and of course
Creed.
Apollo Creed,
in the top hat, which is
and you
so
got Rocky
cool.
before he goes and beats his meat.
Oh, that's Wilderness Rocky.
Oh. This is after he beat his meat.
After he beats
This
his
is
meat.
way after.
But this is
He's all
when this
grizzled
this
in the
this is when
woods,
he
yeah.
cuts his wood.
He's fighting trees. And as you can see on the side over there, RoboCop.
Oh, yeah.
With same style of figures. And it's that old,
It's
that 80s Kenner Star Wars
you
articulation.
know, the concept
There's
is
not room
these are the
movement.
figures you wanted.
You
as a
wanted in the
kid
80s. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
and never got.
It's actually
Like,
pictures.
oh, I've got a couple of the Big Trouble in Little China figures from
And-
them. Oh, you know I've got a bunch of these. Right?
And I do know you have a bunch of
you
these.
know I got a bunch of these.
The Universal series, I want that Metaluna mutant.
Yep.
He's got slacks. Look at his slacks. My daughter, actually, that Wolfman is like the one we found up in the attic one day. A
Nice.
Wolfman. She has it, and she will not stop playing with it. 'cause she
The
thinks
Mole
she's a
People
werewolf.
is great.
The Mole People is
The
good.
one that I'm favored about is Lon Chaney Sr.'s Mask of the Red Death from Phantom of the Opera. That's
Yes.
such a cool figure.
I also like that incorporated to the Misfits one. Because the Misfits line of the reaction figures actually are the Mask of the Red Death, but there's just different robes with just the face.
Yeah,
but they're different color to
the
coordinate
Crimson
with
Ghost.
Yes, the Crimson Ghost. They're
Crimson
going to. Oh Jesus! You just
We'll
totally
get-
derailed my train of thought. Oh,
those are cool. Oh my God, we're sitting on a couch watching TV.
TV for my bunghole, making comments about shit we're watching on TV. Yeah,
Oh,
we
my
reverted
God,
to
we
you.
are Beavis and Butthead.
Oh shit! I was really shooting for Wayne's World in this, but we've really just taken a turn. Those are great.
They are fantastic.
They're simple. What more could
And,
you ask
and there's
for?
a Cornholio.
Cornholio is, I think, the most important one. You didn't even need to do
I
like
don't
a regular.
need
Beavis.
any of the other. I just need Cornholio.
But again, I've been thinking about they need the play sets for these. Since I've been seeing these play sets for these, have been going through my head. They need their torn up shitty couch with like the nachos.
With Stuart in the window
A little Stuart, yeah, you can buy Stuart
in his
separate.
little winger shirt.
Yeah, you can have it like the Simpsons ones had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh,
And-
even talking ones where they.
Yeah, because the Simpsons ones you'd place it on the peg and it would.
Yeah,
There was a metal
and there
reactor
was a
and it would
little-
have a
yeah.
sound clip. Yeah.
Yeah, which is brilliant. Why not do that with this? These are all prototypes.
These are the prototypes. But wow, they're going to be
It's
great.
RoboCop. It's RoboCop prototypes. And Ed 209.
Yeah. The
My wife kept
the-
calling him Ed 409. I'm like, he's not a cleaning product. That's not how that works. Oh,
so
Pee-wee
happy about
prototypes.
these.
Yeah, I mean they had talking Pee-wee and Cherry,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
at my
but-
house. You guys have been to my house.
Yeah.
You've seen we have 2 Billy Balonies running around there. The puppet Billy Balonies,
There's so
They're terrifying.
There are so many. And
and they're actually working puppets. But
Hard to
yeah,
get
you
come
got
by
the
now.
Magic Screen and everybody else, and oh my god, and that was a cool. I mean, he's
And-
getting popular again because he came back,
and we
then they
get
had
and we get Captain Carl. So is this the
Captain
first
Carl.
time that we get a an action figure of Phil Hartman?
Phil Hartman. That would be. Oh my god, that would
We
be
get a
amazing.
Captain Carl. It's the first Phil
That would
Hartman
be-
action figure.
No, not necessarily. Not if you count the Simpsons figure.
Good call.
The Troy McClure of the Simpsons.
Joy McClure of Simpsons.
You
fame.
may remember me from such ads as. All right. Next is Funko. Are these Funko?
Funko of Diversified.
No way. I'm shocked by this because as you
Yeah.
can see, as we mentioned, we have a lot of the Funko pop props
Funko Pops.
that we have here, and I like them. They're
And
cute.
they do the rock candies.
They do rock candy. They do other ones like these ones, a DC line, which are pretty spectacular looking.
Yeah, I didn't know about these.
I didn't
see
know
this
about
pop up.
these either, but those are
Those look
devastatingly
great.
detailed. I mean, those look like they just took artists' depictions and then just put them into
That Wonder
a
Woman
mold.
is
Yeah,
awesome.
look how Superman looks like he's angry.
Yeah.
You don't get too many angry. You always get the powerful or majestic,
yeah,
like
you get
soaring eagle Superman, not that.
And that Batman looks
I'm about to
aggressive.
rough
Oh.
you. Yeah, he's coming after you.
He's got some momentum.
Hide your wife. Hide your kids. Street Fighter line.
And
It kinda
coming
looks
back
like a
with
He-Man.
the He-Man molds.
And
Yep.
that, yeah, exactly, because that obviously that Ryu looks straight out of He-Man.
Yeah.
So I don't know what his name would be.
Which is funny because Street Fighter figures have always kind of piggybacked on something else. These obviously
Yeah,
piggyback on that.
G.I. Joe.
The G.I. Joe had
G.I.
the
Joe
Street
ones,
Fighters.
which
Yeah.
they're just articulated Street Fighter people.
They're just G.I. Joes in different
Plank
costumes.
just looks ridiculous. These weird hairy shins. You mutate to hairy shins. That's
Oh,
not good.
okay.
Oh, Pop Pez.
The Pop Pez.
Dispensers.
It's a thing, and
Right. They're
They-
cute. I see the Green Giant, or is that the Hulk? Is that Jolly Green Giant or is that the Hulk?
There's Jolly Green Giant on the left,
Elvis?
Hulk
No,
on
it's
the
Big
right,
Boy.
I believe. Big Boy, yeah.
These look like food mascots going on here.
Well-
what are you doing, Pops?
Stay Puft?
Oh, Caddyshack.
But if
Stay
you
Puft, yeah,
What's
that's-
the one in the
if you
middle
know the
back?
history of Funko, though, they started out doing the Big Boy bobbleheads. That's where they started,
Sure.
in the product bobbleheads.
Okay.
So it's just a nice return that they go back to
Huh.
some of those
Interesting.
advertising
Yeah,
characters.
it's simple.
I
but
think that's great.
yeah. No, I mean I support it. It's just weird.
There was a mystery box from Funko at GameStop last year, and it was random, but they had all 5 of the Monster cereal Pez heads.
Wow. And you snatched it up.
No, I didn't.
Oh my God.
I know.
If anybody's thinking of a Christmas gift for Roger. All right, more Pops. Alex Trebek, sans mustache. It's not Alex Trebek to me.
It's not out.
I don't support this at all. not in the slightest. What else you got for me?
Oh, the Shazam stuff.
the new Shazam
I've
figures.
actually seen some
that
of the
looks
figures
like
hitting shelves
a Mary
already.
Marvel.
They look
And
great.
then they got the other kid. But they're getting, apparently, this is giving away to the movie that the Shazam family.
The Shazam family's going to come
which
about,
was a thing back in the day. Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
The Marvel family, Mary Marvel and Freddie Marvel, and they
and
all had
there
these-
was the dog.
There was the dog.
Yep.
But Shazam, I hear it's supposed to be good, and it looks like a fun movie.
It looks like a fun ride.
Family
I can't
fun
wait.
superhero riot. Fun riot act.
A
X-Men
couple of
Pops,
Dark Phoenixes.
Couple of Dark Phoenixes. Heard they were gonna scrap it. They didn't. Oh, Pickle Rick. Of
Pickle
course.
Rick,
Gotta have,
yep.
Oh, that was after he was fighting. That was when he was fighting, and he had to like staple a
He had to
piece
staple
of pickle to his side from
Yes.
somebody's sandwich.
Oh, these are great.
Those
I
are
love the Queen
beautiful. I mean, look at him.
Oh,
That little Freddie Mercury. Oh, he's adorable.
I am glad that that
and that's
movie
the
has
iconic
brought back
quote. Yeah, and that brought a lot
has
of
brought
attention
back
back
attention
to them.
because
Yep.
that's a band that deserves to be loved.
Oh,
nonstop.
absolutely. And I mean, my kids listen to it. I listen to it. My kids listen to it willingly, not just because Dad's putting it on. They actually enjoy Queen, which why wouldn't you? I mean,
Yeah,
what's a
they're
professor
so
of music
good.
and physics and
They're so
I mean, oh, the Prince Pops.
Now the
yeah.
Prince Pops came out last year.
Yep.
But
He's got the
God, I
little
love those.
raspberry beret, and that is
That's
outfit from-
yep. That's Around the World in
Yep.
a Day.
Oh yeah.
The Purple Rain.
Yeah, and the Purple Rain.
FYE have an exclusive of the Purple Rain one, which is all shimmery and glittered.
FYE still exists.
Yeah.
Wow. Is there a media play over there too?
Oh, I wish.
Yeah, media play.
I want
yeah,
a media
who's doing
play.
them? This guy. Battle Angel Alita,
I
I'll get
haven't
it.
seen it yet, but I want to.
and next to her, a Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro. So you finally
him.
got
I got
your
it.
Guillermo del Toro.
I win. everything's right with the world again. These are a variety of baseball mascots.
I think that's cool.
I think that is cool.
I think that's cool.
Mascots should be given their day. Why not? Game of Thrones.
All on
Each
thrones.
character's in thrones.
That's pretty
Who's
cool.
the king?
Who's not?
Who's not right in that show? I mean, that just interchanges from the get-go. The new Doctor.
New Doctor.
She got hers, and I don't know who's with the new Doctor. Who's that? Missy? I don't know who that. I don't watch the new
Missy
Doctor.
Misdemeanor.
Oh, she
Elliot.
even has
He
like
was,
more of a
the
doll
latest
figure.
incarnation of the Master.
The Master.
Oh,
gotcha.
Gotcha.
Okay, I do
And then there's the
not-
rock candy version on the left there.
Yeah,
which
I
is-
see that little girl's doll figure. Those are cool. Those are nice. I should tell my roommate. He's a huge fan of those. He's got the whole collection. That's why, actually, Roger was kind enough to bring me gifts while he was away. Before we get to that picture here,
I do.
he
I
brought
gift
some Doctor.
give
He
well.
brought some Doctor Who's. I don't watch Doctor Who. I don't know nothing about it. I may have to learn. I might educate myself.
And
now.
you're gonna jump in on David Tennant, which is my favorite.
And
Doctor,
I like,
so.
and honestly, I love David Tennant. I think he's smarmy.
There we go.
He's cool. Oh, another side note. He brought me Spawn, the animated Spawn.
the good Spawn. God, that's
Honestly.
such a good.
And Matinee with John Goodman, where the giant ants and the
yeah, based.
it's a creative movie about. It always made. That's one of the movies that made me want that theater that was in town. Me and the producer had
Oh,
talked
yeah.
about the one that's over off of Burton and Division.
Yeah, used to be Circus.
It would be a fantastic,
Yes.
even to show like a bunch of cult movies and cool movies, comfortable seating, have a bar, or
Ma-
you can even do live
Matinee
shows.
based
you could
on,
do
based on the
whatever.
life of William
We
Castle.
could do our show from there
Oh,
on the stage in a theater.
I could be the next William Castle.
You could.
Happy.
Dreams do come true on the show.
Uh,
All right, moving back to the list.
Back to Pops.
The Simpsons, which are great.
How Funko can take something stylized and make it more stylized, but still work.
Yeah, something that's already a specific style that people try to recreate. And
Although
gang's all
the
there.
atomic superhero in the lower right hand corner,
Yeah.
That's a cool.
Radioactive Man.
Radioactive Man.
Yep.
That's it.
And
Thank
then
you.
Bartman, of course, and Salty Grandpa.
Lisa with her sax.
Lisa with the sax. Maggie and hold my calls. All right. We also have Ty Webb, Judge Schmales.
Oh.
Well, we're waiting.
Well, I got the dolly.
Caddyshack. And of course, Carl Spackler and his
I candied
trademark
for the
hat.
Dalai Lama once. Check out that. Ty Webb in the blindfold though. How?
It's great. Oh my God, those are just fantastic. I do want the Ty Webb with the.
I kind of want all those.
My mom
love
used to have the
Caddyshack. God, I love
chipmunk
Caddyshack.
or the
Gopher.
The gopher that would sing.
Yeah,
He'd
I
do
bought-
the Kenny
actually bought it
Loggins
for-
and he'd like
I
do
bought it
little
for my
chickens.
parents for Christmas.
Yeah, well, parents love it. Who knows why?
Ooh.
No. Batman.
Batman.
It's the 80th anniversary editions.
The 80th anniversary
Yeah.
editions. Thank you. You get the old retro 40s car.
Yep.
Batman. It looks like with the 60s Batman.
It looks
in
like 60s Batman riding the 40s
Right.
car.
And then
it's
you have the Michael
clearly
Keaton.
the Michael Keaton Batman.
That's a dynamite pop.
That's a
he
great
looks
pop.
good. He looks really good. Like a little
I-
batarang. He's got the classic
Yep.
gold belt.
I
No,
love
those are good. I like how they
so
do them
good.
like with the cars, like with the chimichanga truck that we
Yes.
had before.
The pop rides.
Spider-Man has a whole new series of figures because, of course, the Far From Home's coming
Far
out
From Home's coming out.
soon.
The
Into the
Spider-Man
Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse
Yeah,
was
and we have
huge.
right here we have a
Yep.
little bobbly Spider-Man Noir, which that Noir is that would be a cool movie.
Yeah.
That'd be a great movie to do.
And I have to admit,
Oh,
Nicolas Cage nailed it in that.
Yeah, he
Nailed
agrees.
that voice.
Yeah, he agrees wholeheartedly.
I love the Spidey hanging off the
Off the
point,
building,
though.
yeah, the
That's
post. That's a good
cool.
one. Yeah, it's cool.
Oh,
I want it so badly.
yes.
So badly. And of course, covered in marshmallow.
Covered in marshmallow. And I hope the photo's in there, but there was a movie moment release image
Oh,
that was
yeah?
released during Toy Fair.
I
for
think
Pops.
they had one with Slimer where they were beaming
there
Slimer.
was in the ballroom.
In the
They
ballroom.
were catching them and putting them in
Right.
trap. So it's
Yeah.
such a good movie moment. Popped. Oh,
Pops are doing great things. Also, Pops, Ghostbusters again.
the
You've got the
Mystery Minis.
gatekeeper and the keymaster. He's even got a stupid little helmet to read his thoughts.
Yes, have some.
Yes, I have some.
Vince Clortho,
Vince
Keymaster to
Clortho.
Gozer.
That's right. Is there? I don't see. Oh yeah, there she is. There's
Yep.
Zool. Okay. And there is Dana. There is Dana and Zool. How is that possible? There's no Dana, only Zool? No, there's both. You can also now relive the dynamic friction between Sam and Diane in the Cheers gang. Normie.
Normie.
You get Normie, Cliff.
Coach. Is there? No,
No, that's not
it's
Coach.
Woody.
It's Woody.
I want a Coach too.
Wow. I'm surprised by that.
Oh, I loved Coach.
But why wouldn't you have Coach?
Well, because that's Wave 2.
Why wouldn't that? No.
'Cause then you-
no.
'cause then you get
Woody was technically Wave 2.
Yeah, it should be
real
Coach
life,
first, and then Wave 2
Woody-
would get Woody and Frasier
I'm
and Lilith.
distraught. I might boycott. Oh, okay. I was going to say I might boycott
Bruce,
Funkos.
Bruce the Shark.
Bruce the Shark. It's Jaws. Good old Jaws.
Oh,
You
so
can get
excited.
him with tank or without tank. And I believe there's an Orca. There's definitely a Quint. There's a.
Oh, here
there
we
they
go.
are.
Here we go.
Quint.
Quint.
He's even got a
Brody.
cigarette. Brody's got a cigarette.
Yep.
And what's his name's all popped up on cocaine.
I
Sounds
can't remember
great.
the character's
I
name.
can't remember the character's name, but it's Richard Dreyfuss.
It's Dreyfus.
Real life Jaws, whatever. Oh, there's a close up of those Dark Phoenix.
Oh, they're so cool.
I'm burnt out on Dark Phoenix. There's just too much of that. Okay. How are we on time? We're good? We do some more? I think. Should we do intermission?
Next one's short.
We're at 48, 49.
All right. You know what? Here's what we'll do. We'll do intermission.
Let's intermission.
We'll come
for-
back to some of these because I don't think we really prepared much for the next segment, anyways. Yeah, professionals.
Catching up.
Catching up. Yeah, we haven't seen each other in like a week.
It's been
2 weeks.
2 weeks technically.
Yeah, so we got a lot of catching up to do. So we'll take an intermission.
So they're
Play
Phantom
some music
Pains.
you need to hear. Stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for more talk and a commercial from our sponsor, not sponsor, Puck Cider. Enjoy them. Real quick, thanks to all our sponsors, not sponsors.
Yes.
Tardies, Pucks. Anybody else who wants to be involved? Let us know. Hit us up on Facebook,
Retro Rags Limited.
Twitch, Retro Rags Limited, Motu Joe. All of our. We've got too many people to cover.
All of them.
You actually got to stay through the credits. All right, we'll be right back.
At Schaefer Orchards, our hard cider is so good, it pours itself. Don't believe me? Oh, I got you. Puck Cider.
I'm ready.
Woo.
Hi, welcome back. Intermission's over. We're on for round 2.
Come on.
Round 2.
Ready to go.
Well, not I gotta stop saying international. It technically is international, but it's the New York Toy Fair.
Worldwide toy explosion.
It really is an expo for the ages. Like me, I grew up with a lot of toys. I was pretty spoiled as an only child for a while, so I had all the cool stuff from the 70s and 80s.
Same
And they
here.
were an important part of my everyday. And as I grew up, of course, a lot of it's been lost along the way, but I still have an appreciation, an affinity, and a love.
And you're at a point where
For
you're
toys and
recapturing that.
I am. And, as an artist that I've been in my lifetime, I appreciate the work that they're doing. I appreciate that artwork and, just the dynamic of these toys and just...
Sculpt the image capture.
Yeah, and like you'd mentioned, it's what we wanted back then.
Yeah.
And now as we're older, that's why we have that love and appreciation for it,
Because now we can afford it.
Now we can afford it.
Yeah.
Well, some of us can.
Yeah, I guess.
Going back to our list, Kodo Bukia, I think. I always butcher that name. It's foreign to me.
Yeah, imagine that.
Literally. But they do just a hot mess of characters and figures from all kinds of a lot of maquettes, statues and maquettes.
Maquettes, yeah.
Here's a prime example: Catwoman,
And it's beautiful.
and it's done in that almost like a manga style.
Yeah.
Which a lot of his stuff is, but they're just, the lighting on the leather of the suit and everything on that is just
the use
phenomenal.
of the high gloss paint on the leather and
Yeah.
then the matte on the skin. Oh my
Yeah.
god, so good.
Hanging out in a bag of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a Catwoman would, I guess. I don't know. Domino, that looks like, that's just an all-well. Like she had a little Deadpool figure sitting down by her feet.
Baby
That's,
Deadpool.
That's a good-looking one.
Early casting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice. I like that. And of course, Domino from the new Deadpool series and movies, and they stuck with the comic book version on that one.
Yes, they did.
Which is cool. I like the live action, but I do like that comic book version.
Thor.
The Mighty Thor. Look at him. All his glory.
He's looking
That's
quite mighty.
after he's missed his arm. That's a newer Thor, yes?
No, both his arms are there. It's
Both
just
his
one
arms?
Behind.
Oh, it's just the
Okay.
way the lighting is. It looks like he's got that gold arm where he lost it.
Looks like it's got the
Doing
chainmail
something.
pants though.
He does have the chainmail pants.
That's a cool look.
That's important to the mythology.
Oh.
Wow.
That's
I
angry
wonder if
Hulk.
Motu knows about that. I don't know
Oh.
if you've seen that. That would go good with his collection. That's beauty. That's just an angry Hulk in his torn up purple pants.
That's
I'd be mad too
So
if I
good.
kept tearing my purple pants.
yeah. I'd be mad if I only had purple pants.
It'd frustrate me. Diamond Select Toys.
Okay, Diamond's always done
Diamond
good.
is always good, and there's a whole new line of Marvel Legends.
Yes.
As someone pointed out to us on Facebook, you guys are always welcome to chime in if you want to. We'll try to get to you or listen.
We'll pay
I'll listen to my
we'll
wife.
pay
I'm not going to
attention
listen
the
to you. I'm
breaks
just
and
saying.
after
But
show.
yeah, well, whatever you want to try, that's fine. Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Oh,
Everybody's
I've-
jumping on that train.
I've got a few of the legends already, and God, they're great.
I love the Mohawk.
I love
the
the
Carol
Mohawk.
Danvers Mohawk.
I
Captain
love-
Marvel.
I love-
And she's got the cat. You can kind of see his ears
Goose.
at the bottom. Goose,
Yeah.
right? Who was
Goose.
a big part of the movie.
Goose is in two of the Legends figures. Comes
Yep.
with the Nick Fury and Widow
Yep.
Carol.
Yep, part of the big movie and also part of the comic book series. If anyone
Yeah.
didn't know that.
And there's more to Goose than meets
There is
the
more
eye.
to Goose. Sandman, nice looking figure. You got some other appendages you can stick onto him to make him more
Because he's Sandman.
sand-like. Which that was hard to do in the '90s. They made him too bulky, and it was
It
just
did
you
not
just
look
clip
right.
something. Yeah, they didn't
Yeah.
look right, but that one looks good.
Yeah, the
I'm assuming that's probably
again-
for his body.
Yeah, again, the Diamonds always do.
And Diamond does,
Select
and
always
like
does
I
good
said,
work.
and the Legends figures that they're coming out with are just outstanding.
Yes, Bruce Lee.
My wife's gonna want these.
Yeah,
Her daughter's gonna want these.
Logan's gonna want these.
I want these.
I
Your
do.
kid want. Everybody's gonna want these because it's Bruce freaking Lee.
Yeah,
Bruce Lee.
And
Brandon Lee already had a cool figure.
and that
with
that
McFarlane.
yellow
The
jumpsuit.
crow and the yellow jumpsuit.
Oh,
Yep. We actually watched a
Game of
documentary on
Death.
Amazon about Bruce Lee recently.
Okay.
And his wife was on there and conducting some interviews and stuff about his life and things that went on and like his final days and when he broke his back and stuff. It's pretty amazing.
It is.
I mean, it's very inspirational too. Back to it with Godzilla.
Oh,
What did you
stylized
see?
Godzillas too.
Oh man, yeah, they seem kind of fun, cutesy
Yeah, a
ones.
little
I
super
know they do
deformed-ish.
have some good ones coming out for the new movie.
And I was gonna say, as our producer knows, who's been to my place,
yeah,
I probably need more Godzilla in my life.
Why
as
wouldn't
far
you?
as toys go? Because
Godzilla is one of the most important things you could ever have in your life.
So many already.
This is new Sonic figures. Those are
with
impressive.
The display.
It's got the little computer that he would break open to
get
coins.
In the rings, and
his girlfriend. I don't remember girlfriend in the first one. I'm sure she was, but yeah, no, I do like that. That'd be cool if it was motorized. Like you could pull him back and he'd work the ramp.
That would be kind of cool.
That'd be cool. This is a mix of figures. Yeah, from Kingdom Hearts, which is coming back out. I think PlayStation 4 is going to have it coming back out. Baymax has been added apparently. You still got Goofy, Mike Wazowski.
And these kind of look like
Maleficent.
Not Mega Blocks, but
Playmates. I think they're Mini-Mates.
Mini-Mates,
That's
yep.
what they are.
Mini-Mates,
Mini-Mates does a good line of all kinds. They got
I love
Ghostbusters,
Mini-Mates,
a lot of
yes.
good Marvel ones. They come in like either 2 or 4 packs a lot, so they're a good bargain for what you're getting if you want to collect. That's from The Killing Joke.
That's so nice.
That was some Brian Boland artwork on The Killing Joke. That is amazing.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
With the Hall of Mirrors, instead of going with the Funhouse approach and like, oh, we got exploding gifts. Here's a fish with a smile.
Yeah.
No, they give you that psychotic Hall of Mirrors Joker from The Killing Joke, which is an amazing read. If you get a chance to get your hands on that graphic novel, it's gorgeous.
It's a beautiful story.
I like that.
It's great.
I like
That's
that
a
better than the other
gorgeous statue.
animated statue that we got floating around here. Deathstroke bust, Mad Hatter bust. These look like animated.
Bruce Timm stylized
Yeah,
there. Yep.
even
Absolutely.
Deathstroke. I don't remember Deathstroke showing up in the animated series. Mad Hatter, I recognize that one.
That's
from all the
definitely Bruce
animated.
Timm. That's
No. I absolutely. The style itself is. It's just I just don't remember Deathstroke either, but it looks cool. It looks very cool.
But if they want to take anything in DC and Bruce Timm it, I'm good with it.
Yeah, sure. That works out. Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
He's got a badass figure.
This is midway between Jedi and Force Awakens.
I think so.
And
he
that's
looks
cool.
young. He looks fresh. Looks ready to dominate some Sith. That's a gorgeous piece.
Funky,
right
fresh
there.
Jedi going on there.
Yeah, no, and it's about time he got, that in between Skywalker figure, because that's a limbo area. Right now with the movies and everything else. Oh yeah, with the goggles.
Solo Chewie.
I like that.
Love that.
That looks great. Look at the detail.
Hair
on
is so
hair
hard
on
to do in a statue, and that looks beautiful.
Yeah, it looks
God,
like.
I love that movie. God, Solo was so good.
I liked it. That's why I was surprised when they said, "Oh, we're not going to do any more."
I know it was a
we're not going to do any more solo movies and stuff. Not solo, but individual movies. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
And then, like Mandalorian popped. They're like, "Oh yeah, okay. Well, we're going to do the series about Mandalore."
Oh,
okay.
And
Well, now we're talking.
We'll still
about
do a series with Obi-Wan.
With McGregor.
Yeah.
They're talking like 4 or 5 movies with. Oh, dude, I think
I
he's
think it's
great.
like a limited series.
He looks like Alec McGuinness. At that, he looks like that transition period between
he is aged
Star
right
Wars
in between
Alec
Alec Guinness
and like Episode 3
Yeah.
Obi-Wan. I think that
he's aged appropriate right now.
I was excited about these. I don't know why, but they even got the original monsters and stuff.
Yeah,
Scooby-Doo gang.
Every year there's more Scooby-Doo.
They're coming out with a haunted
out.
house. I think they're coming out with like the Fun House one, but you can take off the mask and it's like, oh, it's Old Man Jenkins. I knew it. Old Man Jenkins.
Old Man Jenkins.
You kids get off my lawn. I know, of course, they gotta have the van and everything.
Oh, so happy
Space
about
Ghosts.
this one.
Yep.
Space Ghosts. Oh.
Space Ghost!
I wonder if he'll have the companions and the monkey.
Zorak.
Oh,
Need a Zorak
need
and
a
a
Zorak
Brack.
and a Brack,
His
yep.
desk. Where is the play set for Space Ghost
Oh,
Coast
see,
to Coast?
you're thinking Coast to Coast.
Of course I am.
I'm thinking the
I
show.
am. I do like the Herculoids and Space Ghost. Yeah, I know. I like that show. It was okay. And Gleek.
The
super monkey or whatever he was.
But yeah, Coast to Coast was great.
Was
Yeah.
brilliant. Warriors,
come out and play.
That's a great movie. Yeah. We're taking the show on tour if anybody's interested. We're playing all local casinos.
We'll do live at night shows.
Live at night shows after dark. This is an airport. I don't know what that is. Is Legos?
Yeah,
Is it Legos? Lego Airport.
Lego Airport.
Okay. It looks like Lego JFK, maybe.
Yeah.
Or no, that's where the Toy Fair thing was. Is that where the expo was? I bet you that's what it
Hasbro
was.
thing.
No,
Hasbro.
Hasbro. Hence the name. All right, Hasbro, what do you got for us?
Bring it on.
Oh, Dungeons and Dragons.
80s nostalgia
the
games.
80s and arcades and yeah, it's pretty much the
Clue.
80s. Clue's always been around. I mean, you can't twist her. It's the same old. But Dungeons and Dragons, that looks like some old school ones. Hasbro do that. I thought that was TSR.
That was TSR, but if they're not
Hasbro
around
now has
anymore.
it?
Someone's got to have
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I figured Wizards of the Coast They're not. They're just a distributor. They're not an independent company. Wizards of the Coast.
Probably.
Because I know they deal in a lot of that stuff. So all right.
There's a lot going on there.
That's cool.
That's
Wow.
lightsabers. You can never have enough
they give
lightsabers
those
in your
new
life.
every year. These ones look like they may light up.
That they do. They
clear,
look like they're
but they light up.
telescoping. They look
Telescoping
like they
and
extend.
light up. Well, that's worth it. I guess that's all right.
That'd be fun.
The bases obviously look a lot better.
Yeah.
They keep changing those to try to make them more movie appropriate, stuff like that. Hey, thanks, Michael, who's on the staff.
Yeah. Is that
Gotta remember
Kyber
him.
Crystal? This I've seen these. These look
The retro.
awesome.
They went back to the
And they
old school carded back.
finally done an old school Grand Moff Tarkin, which never got a figure ever.
Grand Moff Tarkin.
Grand Moff Tarkin.
Grand
Grand
Moff.
Mall Seizure.
Grandma. Grandma Tarkin.
Yeah. See.
Oh, those are good too.
Yes, I've already
The Bosk.
already
That
picked
Bosk
up the
looks
Bosk
good.
and the IG-88. Have them in hand. They're
Do
great.
you?
Oh, they're
Wow.
fantastic.
That look, Yoda even looks good. He's even got the snake.
He's
That's
got the
old
snake from the
school-
old figure, yeah.
Because I remember it was just this brown piece of plastic that wrapped, or green, or whatever,
Yeah.
whatever color.
It
was.
depending on which.
Right. I've always liked
release
the
you
Biker
got.
Scouts. I always thought that was just a cool design of their uniforms. Anyways, all the stormtroopers should look like that.
Next.
That's
Connects?
Connects. Okay.
Which is the adulter Lego, Lego's older uncle.
other Lego.
Lego's uncle. Connects.
Connects.
They make Ferris wheels and angry cat things from the Lego movie. That is obviously one of the built-up displays from Lego Movie 2, I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
And
Some
that's very
metal
cool.
cat.
Oh,
it's
that's
like a red
awesome.
TIE Interceptor.
TIE Interceptor in red. That's
Wow. I wonder if that's showing up in the new one. Oh, that's a classic
cool.
Empire.
Slave One.
There's a Lego Han Solo and Lego Carbonite. Is that a Lego Ugnaught? Oh,
Oh,
I just like the word Ugnaught.
Ugnaughts
to be
are
honest.
cool.
Ugnaught.
Ugnaught.
Ugnaught. Oh, they're so ugly. I've actually called the child that before.
They're
You're being
not.
unruly. I'm like, you're a disgusting little Ugnaught.
Oh, little.
It's
piggy.
not my highest moment. It wasn't my child, so it's not like I'm a
No.
bad parent.
Yeah, you can walk away from that.
Princess Leia, you look great. I guess
We miss
it's
you,
Lego.
Karen.
You don't really. Oh, these are the good. They're doing mini
Oh,
cities.
the architecture.
The
series.
architecture series, yeah, that's obviously France.
Those are-
There's, it looks like.
Well, it looks
I
like
don't
there's
see the
multiple down there.
Louvre. It looks like the Arc de Triomphe on there.
That's
Something.
those are
no,
nice.
those are nice, and I like those architecture series. They've had some good ones of like some buildings in London.
Yeah.
This-
Frank Lloyd Wright series was good.
This isn't Frank Lloyd Wright.
No, this is not Frank
This
Lloyd
is the
Wright.
Frank Lloyd Wright Lego series of monster castles. I believe this is just a haunted house.
But
right?
that looks great.
No specific character, anything. No, nothing. It's just
Which I love though. I mean,
oh, Toy Story.
oh,
Of course, the new Toy Story's got one.
New
They
Toy
even
Story
have
come
a
out, yeah.
figure coming out of the fork, the spork with a face. That's some new toy
Ah.
that the kid plays with, which my kids have played with weird things
Yeah.
when they were younger. They just did. It's like, oh, what's this? It's a string. No, it's not. It's a lady.
gotta
dancing.
love Toy Story.
Great. Toy Story is great.
It continues.
The third
to be
one got
awesome.
sad. I heard Keanu was playing an action figure.
Oh really?
Maybe Key and Peele.
Whoa.
Key and Peele. Key
He's-
and Peele
he's gonna
played.
be an action figure that goes whoa all
Right.
the time.
Every time you pull a string. Whoa.
Whoa.
But Key and Peele are going to show up as like carnival prizes or something too. So
Fantastic.
yeah, no,
God.
I'm actually I've watched all those. I
Yeah,
like Pixar stuff.
I'm on board for all of
Now
them.
the ones that get too depressing and stuff, I'll steer clear of those. Transformers.
Transformers. They
We
are
mentioned-
more than meets the eye.
We mentioned that Bumblebee was kind of rebooting stuff, and it looks like they've gone completely retro with it.
A lot of stuff on shelves right now have gone to the
That
retro
was
look,
the
and
city
They're going totally
that
back
would
to retro.
transform. That big one there was like the city, I think, if I
Okay.
recall, because I remember they had the city. They had
There was Cybertron.
Unicron was like the
Unicron.
planet, but they had like a city, and they had like the super train thing, and it got a little off the rails later.
Yeah,
It got
City transformed, I think, only in 2 episodes.
yeah,
Yeah.
The city only transformed in 2 episodes, but they did have a big figure for it. I remember that. But yeah,
one
they're
was Return of Optimus Prime, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't turn red.
right. They're going back to a lot of the G1 stuff. Which
Yeah,
is really
I'm
good,
happy
so.
with that. That's cool.
All
That
right,
is apparently it.
that's it.
Apparently.
We covered a lot of toys.
We didn't even touch
We
Marvel
didn't
Legends
even
yet.
we didn't even touch on the Marvel Legends yet. Which we can vocally do. That's never a problem.
No.
Joe, see if you can get any new Marvel Legends pictures up while we're discussing real quick. For those of you unaware, Marvel Legends is a series of figures that are straight out of the comics. You can get different versions
Or the
of-
MCU.
Or the MCU. They do have a big line of MCU. Once the movie comes out, usually they have a big block of them. X-Men series is good. There's some newer ones. There's Cannonball. There's a Old Hulk. They got a bunch of the Spider-Man series.
There's a
Hydra Man.
yeah.
Um,
There's a Juggernaut Colossus 2-pack coming out.
ooh. That's pretty cool. Like a
And
Deadpool 2.
It's a
Nice. Yeah.
Well, no, it's a classic comic.
This has got your Spider-Man Noir.
Yep.
There's that weird six-legged one from the clone or from Doppelgangers.
Yep, Doppelganger.
Scorpion, Hydra Man, who is, I believe, making an appearance in this next movie.
We think so.
I saw a watery figure. Could have been manipulations from Mysterio. I haven't seen it. Speculating.
Yeah.
Spider-Woman.
Spider-
one of the
which-
many Spider-Women.
With the Spider-Woman that first appeared in Secret Wars that
Yes.
inspired the
That
black
inspired
costume.
the black costume, yup. And then I really like that Noir figure. That one could
Yeah.
do a Noir live action.
And-
of course, Far
and-
From Home is the latest.
And I've heard from reliable sources,
Oh.
New York Toy Fair,
Oh.
that
Very
Scorpion has the rubber wire tail,
Oh. So
and
you
it's like
pose it.
12 or 18 inches long.
It's like that Shin Godzilla toy that came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that one
So
with the Hulk.
that's going to be
That
fun.
one with the Hulk's awesome. Yeah, that's one another Jessica Drew, or not Jessica. It's not Jessica Drew, is it?
No.
I think her name's Jessica, but I don't think it's Jessica Drew.
Oh, wait, it might be.
Who knows? No, it's really hard to say nowadays. There's so many spider people in the universes now.
No, that looks like the
but
new.
that Hulk.
Yeah, that looks like the new
great.
Hulk that's going to be in the 2-pack with the Wolverine. They're doing first appearance Wolverine.
Yeah, I saw that one where Wolverine's got the smaller mask.
Hulk. The small mask and the cat whiskers.
Yeah, the cat whiskers on it. And Cannonball, of course, one of the
Campbell
original
from the
X-Force.
from the New Mutants, actually.
And New Mutants. He was a New Mutant, then X-Force, and then now he's, I don't know what he's doing. He's just some kind
He's
of
doing his own thing.
freelance X-person of some kind. Anyways, if you guys get online, I'm sure you can find images galore. It took us a while to find some, because there's a lot that weren't posted up yet at various sites. We just kind of Googled, Mezco toys.
No, to the right. The 3-pack, no.
Yep.
The 3-pack X-Men.
Oh, yeah.
The Magneto family
Magneto
pack.
and the kids. Oh, there's all kinds of new ones.
No.
Oh, those are good ones too. They did a
That's
bunch
nice,
of
too.
those new X-Men.
Right below that.
it.
There you go.
Yeah, that one.
This is one that's got me excited.
And like I had mentioned, there's a company, Mezco Toys, that Hot Toys.
Yeah.
Hot Toys does dynamic stuff. Mezco Toys does some good things, and of course these Legend series are all
Yeah.
just.
I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
He's a
Magneto
proud papa.
who is the father of Scarlet Witch
Or
and,
is he?
and Quicksilver. We never know.
Everything's all mixed
But
up.
to
in
be,
convoluted sex.
classic
Yeah, that's like
versions of those.
animated X-Men writing on that box too.
Yeah.
So you're getting some.
And
good
those are
quality
definitely classic
nostalgia.
comic.
Some good quality
iterations.
nostalgia.
So,
Yeah,
happy
if
about
you look
that
up
stuff.
any of the companies, I suggest Super 7. Go see everything that they have.
Super 7's my favorite.
And those reaction figures, we need all of them. We need all of them. I will wipe out this whole table and all reaction figures. I will burn this place to the ground for reaction figures. No, that one's a sketch, and that one looks creepy. Those are all those kids.
Yeah, that's not right.
Mezco Toys, Hot Toys, Hasbro, Mattel. Get online,
Awesome.
search all these companies. If you look up the Toy Fair, Beta Ray
Beta.
Bill. Or, if you rather, I know this place locally. It's called Tardy's Collector's Corner. That's a nice Beta Ray Bill. Look at him.
That's a gorgeous beta.
Oh, they need to really incorporate him into the movies. I mean, they kind of did with his face on the latest Thor, but it's
Well, and there was a hint to it in Guardians of the Galaxy.
There
when
was a hint.
Peter goes in. There's the horse-headed skeleton.
yeah. Not
Which would be
Beta,
the
one of
race.
his people.
One
Yeah,
of the
one of
race,
the race,
but-
but not his people. But yeah. So go online. If you go to Marvel, they have a big list of all their good stuff. And Marvel's got a good series. The Gambit figure that they have coming.
Oh, about time.
He's got like a leather. The jacket's leather, and it looks.
It took long
amazing.
enough.
They're coming back out with a bunch of like the old school Mego
Oh, yeah, the
figure style.
Mego line's coming out.
Mego line,
For-
and then there's a girls line of like Secret Warriors that they were doing, or Marvel Rising
Okay.
characters,
Yep.
America Chavez, Black Widow, and stuff like that. They did those, and then but they're like Barbie size and dolls.
That's
I got
so
one for my
cool.
daughter. We got one for our daughters. There's a Gwen Stacy one, the Spider Girl
Oh.
one, and then there was a Squirrel Girl, which I got my.
I like Squirrel Girl. That's cool.
Right, so they got all these, and they got Patriot, and they got a few other these characters that just pop up, that are just awesome looking. A lot like the Star Wars Legends figures that they came back out with for like girls,
Yeah,
pretty much.
the Leia
My daughter's got a Ray and a
and-
BB-8.
Yeah.
Yep, I want to get her the Leia and R2, and the classic white outfit.
Oh, see, I like the Leia and Endor gear.
Yeah,
With Wicket.
With Wicket,
That
yeah.
one's
That's.
kinda
But I
cool.
think it's cool that they
And
come with that
Wicket's
stuff. But no,
flopped.
they did a Luke one. They do have a Luke now.
Okay, I didn't see
think they're
that
gonna do
yet.
it, but I think they're gonna do it like a Barbie line, which is great because it turns my younger kids into that things that they'd enjoy and they know, which I think is awesome. So yeah, go check out Toys Everywhere. If you can't get to that, Tardy's Collector's Corner on the corner of Burton and Eastern. They're having a sale today. If you're watching live,
Go now.
go now.
Well, when the show's done, go.
Well, yeah, we're going to end pretty soon. We've talked a lot today. And honestly, I don't think we had that much preparation, but it was a great show. And we love talking about toys. You know, we got a lot of personal favorites. Like you said, you have a big collection of Godzilla. I have a rampant collection of just various things from all over and all different decades, and it's just kind of more of a hodgepodge in the collection.
Yeah.
My Ash from Evil Dead back there and stuff.
I definitely have a lot of horror and monster-based stuff.
Yeah.
It's my go-to.
It's changed up. We together, of course, my wife and I, a lot of Star Wars. You know, we have a lot of Star Wars stuff between the two of us. She's a big Boba Fett fan. I'm a big Han Solo fan, but somehow
you get along. Yeah,
that's right.
It's the yin and yang of relationships, right there.
That's right. That's right. She puts a bounty on me if I get out of line, and end of story. But we'd be remiss if we didn't mention comic books, of course. Toy lines and comic books, they go hand in hand. We talked about with Motu Joe how He-Man came with comics. That's how they had to introduce some of the characters and stuff like that. G.I. Joe, they went to comics. Todd McFarlane was actually an artist on a lot of the early G.I. Joes.
Okay. I would say the Marvel G.I. Joes and the toy lines were very tightly connected.
Yeah. Oh, very. And the cartoon and all that.
Yeah.
A lot of that all revolved in the same area. And, of course, Ninja Turtles based on the comic book and stuff like that. So, you know, and Robot Chicken, of course, gives them new life and comedy aspects and shows that
I think Robot Chicken resurrected
still play with
Mego in
it
general.
really did. It shows that you can still play with your toys and have a good time no matter what age you are. May not be appropriate for your children.
Might not be appropriate for
But
children
it's
under the
good
ages
for
of
adults
18.
under the ages of 18, which is fine. Music-wise, no. Just
Not
listen to
a
music.
lot of
We do got listed on our YouTube a lot of the music that we play during intermissions and stuff. So I do encourage you guys to check it out because we do want to try to give you things we think you need to hear.
Or if you are in a band.
Or if
you're a fan and you're watching and you have music.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Let us play it. You got something you think will don't. If it's relevant, if it's not, contact us. We will be more than happy to give you a voice to the public. Because that's what we're doing.
We're here for the people.
We're here for the people. The pop culture people. So, music, comic books, movies. Captain Marvel is coming out.
Captain Marvel's coming out.
It's going to be dynamite. Spider-Man is not far behind her. A couple months. And, of course,
Endgame is in between there.
Is in between there, which is... might have an intermission. Could be 4 hours long. Don't even care.
I don't care.
Don't even care.
I'm
going to park there. I'm going to make sure I'll bring a colostomy bag or something that I can excrete into.
Remind me
whatever.
to not sit next to you.
No. I do not recommend it to anyone.
No. And let's just hope Hollywood doesn't continue making movies based on toys. If Battleship has taught us anything...
It hasn't. It hasn't. Because,
stop.
No. Because I had heard they are making a movie about... They're making a movie about something board game related.
Okay,
And I said...
Clue was good.
Clue was fine.
Clue was a great movie.
Clue you can do that with because there's characters and a plot.
Yeah.
As is the game. Battleship, you pick a boat and you try to sink it. You don't even pick a boat. Half the time you're just numbers and letters randomly and you're like, nope, try again.
No.
Nope, try again. Where are you? I just moved all my boats while you were talking, honestly.
I know,
you didn't notice.
cheated.
I moved them all to the bottom.
I completely cheated.
Exactly.
Twister. Twister, the movie. Oh, wait, there was a Twister movie, but it has nothing to do with the game.
Cow. Another cow. That's the same one.
Although if there was a movie based on the game Twister,
they are right. It'd be like that. It'd be like in a beach blanket bingo kind of a thing. It would be something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that
good
1950s ridiculous
that.
style, summertime feel good hit. Now it's all in my brain. God, stop it. Dune is in the works again because they've done a lot of Dune.
Yeah,
there were figures for it.
Yeah, for the first
in the
movie.
80s.
Yeah.
And there was a Kyle MacLachlan. There was a Sting figure.
Yeah,
there was a little
Sting and
the sand creatures, not the ones from Beetlejuice. Very similar.
Yeah,
distant cousins.
Spice Worms.
Spice Girls. Spice Girl.
There was Scary Worm and Sporty Worm and
Sporty Worm. Yeah.
Posh.
Posh Worm. Baby Worm.
Totally off the rails.
Totally off the rails. But the cast is a lot of big name people are becoming attached to this right now. Who else do we know so far? Because we didn't
do we have a list?
What do you know so far?
I don't know that much. I remembered 2, but like I said, I drank a lot last night, and unfortunately, I don't want to. Well, we're
unaware,
because
I want to be surprised.
I don't want to Google or IMDb it because I'm not that smart. I'll misspell, and I'll just be the rest of the show just me texting someone to
And
give me
here I
answers.
am looking at my phone.
But the new Dune has Javier Bardem. I know that's one of them.
Okay.
I do know that's one of them. Javier
Javier.
Bardem,
Who
which
I
is very
love.
difficult. He was
Great.
good in No Country for Old Men.
He was great in No Country for Old Men. He was great in James Bond. He was
Okay.
great in the last Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Oh, that's right.
I think he was the
Yeah,
scariest
yeah.
bad guy that
Yeah, 'cause
there's
he
ever
was
been
kind
in
of
any of those movies.
Ghostly. Oh, here we go. Yes, Jason Momoa
Okay.
is linked to be tied to it. Rebecca Ferguson, not familiar with. Timothée Chalamet. Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin.
Zendaya, who is in the new Spider-Man. She's
Oscar
the Mary Jane.
Isaac.
Oscar Isaac. Batista. Playing Beast. Javier Bardem. Stellan Skarsgård. David Dasmalkian. He was in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Actually, he's
Yep.
the Russian guy in that. And also in Dark Knight.
Yeah. Yep.
Which he had Batman yell at them. Or no, Harvey Dent yelled at him. Where are they? Yeah, that's a good cast
Yeah.
so far. I mean, that's a lot of big name people and a lot of, I mean,
Well, there was originally going to be the Jeberdowski version in the 70s,
Okay.
and they scrapped that.
right,
Which, good, because we got Alien out of it.
right, right.
Because the concept crew all went to
Right.
Alien.
Right, which is awesome. We need
Then we got the Dune release.
hmm
Then there was the Sci-Fi Channel, like,
TV
3-night
movie.
version.
Yeah. The event,
The event, yeah.
and then I think they do another one that just wound up direct to
I think
DVD or
there was
something
another
like
one
that.
after that,
Yeah,
so
I
yeah.
mean, they
Dune-
tried it.
Dune is a property that
Well,
everyone loves, and it's
It's
hard
okay,
to translate it.
but
They
it's
did
it's
Children of Dune as a
Oh,
direct-to-video
right.
Children of
sci-fi
Dune, that
movie.
was it, yeah.
All the ones from the Dune miniseries.
see.
Yeah.
It's one of those things
Those are
just
my, like,
better as a
next
book.
two books.
Maybe.
It might be better as a book.
I mean, but with this cast and what's going on in movies nowadays,
And I think we've gotten to a point. If Lord of the Rings has taught us anything, high concept literature can work as a film if it's
Sure.
done right.
sure,
And I
Yeah,
think Dune might
absolutely.
finally have its chance.
hopefully this could be the time. But yeah, a lot of good actors for that, and then of course Godzilla coming out this year, and there's just
So happy for
it's
Godzilla.
going to be a big year for movies.
They've been all big years
Big.
forever now. It's been
They
we're
have,
on a great
but,
trend.
But
we're on a
this
great
I mean,
trend.
but there's things that I have so much expectation, and I mean, I haven't had this kind of enthusiasm for something coming out in years. I mean, yeah, oh, awesome, this is coming out this year. Oh, yeah, that's right, that movie. No, I know what's coming out this year. I'm excited to see
You're tuned
movie
in
after
this
movie
year.
after movie. I mean, it's a big year for movies.
It's going to be a big year.
And I'm curious what the aftermath of Marvel and stuff.
Yeah, because we go into Phase 4,
Yeah, exactly. Spider-Man will be the start of Phase 4.
and yeah,
So who knows what the future holds.
as long as we don't get a J2 in it,
our-
we're fine.
Our loving producers and staff over here, they wanted us to recommend a movie.
Oh, okay.
Giving you an opinion of a movie that maybe you need to see, or that you need to look up and find and watch, and we'll give you a brief. Yes, you need to watch this, and why. Okay, we can do that because we've both seen this. Yes.
Oh yeah, seen
Okay.
that.
All right. We're going to start with a horror movie that we feel you need to see. That would be this. April Fool's Day.
Continuing the 80s trend after
The
Halloween, Friday 13th.
80s
Any
trend.
holiday is a slasher film.
Yeah, any holiday you can murder people.
Arbor-
There's one about Valentine's Day.
Arbor Day.
President's Day massacres. There's lots of them. April Fool's Day is about this girl named Muffy St. John. So we're already deep into the 80s with just that. She invited her college friends up to her parents' secluded island home for the time of their lives. She forgot to tell them it just might be the last time of their lives. Because as soon as the kids arrive on the island, someone starts trimming the guest list. Who could it be? This is where the mystery unfolds.
Or
okay?
do they?
One murder at a time. And what starts out as a weekend of harmless April Fool's Day pranks turns into a bloody battle for survival. It's just what you'd expect from the producer who brought you Friday the 13th parts 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is what you can expect. It's called April Fool's Day. Not to be confused, they did a remake.
Yeah.
Or I think they did a newer one or a remake. I'm not sure. Won't watch it because I'm a purist. This is people see this. I don't even know if you can go out and rent it on VHS tape, but this is a VHS tape, kids. It goes in this large box that shows movies. Some of you may still have one or even a copy of this. If not, try and find it online. It's called April Fool's Day. Tell us what you think. Your opinion?
One of the better knockoff slashers of the era.
I think so.
Middle of the road. There are a lot worse, and there were some better.
I can support that. I did actually. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It kind of kept you guessing. I mean, you think it alludes to a lot of things out of the get-go.
It does. And I have to admit, that one's partial to me
Okay.
because April Fool's Day
Mhm.
is my birthday.
Oh, well, that just makes perfect sense. And you haven't murdered anyone yet. So we got that
That
to
you're
look for.
aware of.
Hold on, cover this mic. He didn't say that. I'm sorry. Sorry, everyone. You had to hear this. Roger is now on the run from the law. He's last seen in Kentucky. But no, it's got some twists.
It's got some
It's
twists.
got
It's
some
got a big
terrible
twist
80s
at the end.
comedy. I mean, it's not. It is 80s. The style and
It
everything
is.
to it. I mean, I think people get
Any
naked
movie
and then
that's
die.
lead character is called Muffy.
And it's
It's
closely
destined.
related to Friday the 13th. So
Yeah.
guess what? It's it's the quality you're gonna get. Oh yeah, you guys found a version? There you go. It's on YouTube.
For $2.99.
There you go. It's
There
on
we go.
YouTube. It's probably on Amazon. It might be on Netflix. Just go dig it up if you can. Called April Fool's Day. That's our recommendation for this week.
Fun ride.
Our fun ride. We'll
Don't
pick out
think too much.
another one for next week that we'll suggest. And I think we can probably find some
Oh,
with our next guest.
Guaranteed, yeah.
Next week, my friend Addison is joining us. Our friend Addison, from far across the world,
Other side of the state.
Detroit. He's it's a little ways. It's like 2.5 hours. It's still fun.
It's a
But
post-apocalyptic
he's taking the
wasteland.
day off to come join us and tell stories about trauma videos and his own personal stuff, movies to watch on a rainy day, mainly bad
Awesome.
movies to watch, and it is funny. A lot of skits in between, and it's well worth checking out. It's all over YouTube.
I cannot wait.
He's got some DVDs, True Masterpiece Theater, Mystery Science Theater style, which is, of course, where my heart is. And he's got puppets that he does,
sold.
and silhouettes and trauma videos, and he's good friends with Uncle Lloyd.
Uncle Lloyd is everyone's best friend.
Lloyd Kaufman's a great
I've-
man, and
I've met
we're
Lloyd a
going to hear
handful
more
of times,
about
and
it.
he is
and,
just the nicest man.
I think our review probably should have something to do with that.
Oh, I
Because
can,
we can talk
arrange
video
that.
games and comics and other stuff too. It's gonna be a big day.
That can be arranged.
And he's bringing puppets for us to hang out with. So I'm excited for that. This is almost like a real talk show. It's weird.
Nice.
Who expected that to happen?
As long as Jane Embry shows up with some animals, we're
Can we? Can we get a professional from the zoo?
I want zoo animals. I want a monkey.
Producers? I mean, are your cats
What
cool?
animals?
I don't know.
Kangaroo.
What can they bring?
Bring us a kangaroo.
Can they bring us a monkey?
We can probably do a monkey.
Oh!
I mean,
Oh, this show's just taking a new turn.
It's gonna be the monkey episode.
The monkey episode. That's literally what it's going to be called because
Yeah,
something's
and then
gonna
we'll
happen.
review Planet of the Apes.
It's
and
like
King
we
Kong.
couldn't do this live, but here's the footage from the monkey episode. It's like some underground cult phenomenon. Did you guys see the monkey episode of what? That Storytime show? It was devastating. That monkey went insane.
Traumatized. Primates crazy.
So many faces. So many faces. Thanks to our sponsor, not sponsor, Puck Cider, who I was fortunate enough to hang out with last night. We have a variety of Puck Cider. A variety of delicious Puck Cider. Have some immediately. It's all over Michigan.
yes, have some.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
some.
have some. We go back to Vince Clortho all of a sudden. I got the chance to hang out with him last night at People's Cider Company, which
Oh,
I
very
love
cool.
that place.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Hometown ciders, and they did an excellent job where they paired up with Pucks some of their juices from apples and the processes and just this wonderful English
It-
bitter.
Made an elixir of life.
Whew. Yeah, we had a
Nice.
great time at People's Cider in Grand Rapids, Michigan the other night with Puck Cider, and
Is,
they
that,
have
is, this,
delicious
is this
beers.
why you're off your game a little bit today?
This is exactly why I'm off my game. That stuff is really good and also pretty much 8%. So,
Cool. Yeah.
well, I mean, we went home and drank more Puck Cider because it's wonderful and delicious. Don't judge me. I'm advertising here. I'm working sales. I just happen to be drunk off the sales one night of the week. That's how it happens. But no, it's good. You need to get some. And while you're out getting that, swing on down to Tardy's for their sale. Burton and Eastern. Pick up some comic books. Who am I leaving out? Anybody? Nah.
Yeah. Well, we'll mention Retro Rags.
Oh,
again.
yes.
They've
Retro
got their
Rags.
releases on that
they're-
T-shirt. Those two T-shirts.
The Rancid, the new
Rancid shirts.
Rancid
Awesome.
compilation, and these two Roger Schultz
The Captain Marvel
design Captain Marvel
MCU-based
shirts.
shirts.
See, there's all kinds of our friends are doing good things.
Yeah,
And
they
I'm super excited about it. So
And we're just along for the ride.
yeah, anybody who wants to be affiliated with us, get hold of us. Find us on the YouTube, Twitch, SoundCloud, Spotify. Name some other things that we're just going to show up on. NBC,
TV
CBS, TV screens.
Your phone.
Our friends down in Kalamazoo on the
Oh,
public access.
public
We gotta
access
thank them,
Kalamazoo.
of course. So yeah, I'd be remiss. If anybody wants to get involved, let us know. You got ways to find us. Share it, subscribe it to the
Share,
world.
subscribe.
Get yourself some meat puppets.
200 subscribers.
200
We get meat
peoples,
puppets
and then,
unleashed on the world.
We're just gonna keep doing this, whether you do or you don't.
And you know, if Meat Puppets is released next week on the Trauma after it appeared at a Trauma Dance, fitting. Make it happen, people.
That's true. Trauma Dance coming up in Detroit.
Yeah.
This is all.
It's coming together.
We're ahead of the curve.
Now, if there's only a Falco Micro Machine, we're
Falco.
good.
And I want my Falco Micro Machine. And if we got any bands who wanna, there's a lot of things. Just contact
Just
us.
contribute.
We are completely
Interact. We're
open.
community here. We're family.
We're easily responsive on the Facebook. Storytime with Uncle Punky. I'm Uncle Punky. Roger. It's been fun. I'll see you guys next week. Yeah, the Trauma Dance. He was part of that a few times too. Why are you here still? We just wrapped up. They didn't hear the music, apparently. Go home. Go home. We're done.